Hello, I am Nobody. Today I will be talking about hair loss. I made a video recently about some guys scamming. There's a lot of scams going on all the time with hair loss. People trying to find a cure. Now, alright, yeah, so, yeah, there's always people trying to scam for the hair loss. I made a video about that. I'm about to be talking about hair loss on this video as well. Also, I'm going to be giving out a secret a secret technique that people should know it can help your hair loss situation. Also, I'll be giving some supplements, that are good for hair loss. I've been suffering from a little bit of hair loss on top. Um, I got some long hair, some long locked hair. And I wanted to, I want to keep it, so I kind of look for ways to, make my hair nice. um, yeah. So baldness is hair loss is it has to do with your blood and the amount of oxygen that gets to the top of your head, and that has a lot to do with hormones that are in your blood. It's blood, like, basically there's a lot to it, and it has to do with balancing out hormones in your body. So they call it like DHT and all that stuff. You could research this stuff. This is, it's there. This is easily learnable stuff. You can go on the internet and find out all this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give you the ingredients I use, because there's so many different DHT blockers, things that are good for, your hair, so many things, supplements, all natural supplements. They claim, but a lot of it doesn't work. It won't work. That's just the truth. It's the baldness is like a hormonal genetic thing that can be balanced out with herbs, if you the right herbs and the combination. And it has to do with your thyroid gland too, because your thyroid is the gland that's responsible for producing or balancing the hormones in your body. So your number one issue is probably the thyroid. If you're suffering from hair loss, then it has to do with your in Chinese they call it jing. It's your chi, your your vitality. And that has a lot, that's a sexual function and sexual hormones. So there's a lot to do with that when it comes to baldness and hair loss. And as I said, it travels with blood, and your blood travels carries the hormone to the top of your head, and oxygen is what travels blood through your body. So certain breathing techniques, you can start to harness that chi and vital energy and bring it to the top of your head. And they do this in yoga, qigong, and there's all types of ways in herbal medicines and practices. As I was shown before in another video, the technique of using your nails, and this strengthens, your hair, teeth, and nails. Like, that's one of the supplements I use is Biotin. It's Biotin that's just for your hair. A lot of people don't know that vitamin D is actually really important. Most people, males, tend to have a vitamin D deficiency. And believe it or not, we need more vitamin D. And that is definitely a contributing factor. Now, when it comes to, those are just vitamins. And that's the only vitamins I use. But when it comes to supplements, as herbs, all natural herbs. It's thousands. I can give you a list of stuff and you'll fill up a cabinet with it and probably not even see results. But I do have results with one couple that I actually use and I'll keep using. Now, there's a thing when it comes to hair loss that I've always noticed. Always. Whenever I've noticed hair loss in certain spots, prior to that, it comes with that itch. Now, that itch gets more inflamed the more I breathe heavier. I can make the itch really activate hard. And that's the spot. And I'll show you on the front, on the top of my head, when I show you this secret technique on how to help hair loss. I'll show you where the hairs, I'm having like a receding hairline and it itches like bad, you know. And it's not has to do anything with skin irritation. It's the hair loss. It's a lot of people experience the itch, but some people don't. People could have a full bald head of hair and have never experienced the itch because they're completely numbskulled. You're numb. You're literally numb up there. There's no blood. You could stick pins and needles in the top of your head and you won't feel it. But full bald, man, not like if you, and it probably won't bleed. Not like if you prick a needle right here, bleed and you'll feel it on top of your head, because there's certain ways to help cure hair loss and channel good blood flow and energy through your scalp with acupuncture. And that's actually has to do with a certain way with the itch, because right in those spots where that itch is are certain acupuncture points that can be, or acupressure, and just pressure at it, massage. Um, Here's a main herb I suggest for hair loss, and I guess it depends on everybody. It depends on you and everything, but it's called Bhringraj, and it's an Indian herb, Ayurvedic, and it means king or ruler of hair. And it's the main supplement used in Ayurvedic hair formulas for hair loss, and it can even cure alopecia, which is androgen alopecia is baldness. That's what they call baldness. It's androgen is like your like hormone type of in your body, and it affects your body, causes hair loss. Bring a Raj, right? Yeah, and the next is another Indian herb which is called Ashwagandha, and this right here is for your vitality. And when I was talking about the Jing, and they call it Jing in Chinese medicine, and that's converted into Qi, and that is your like sexual vitality energy, and this is what this is for. Ashwagandha. It's kind of like a ginseng almost, and you can mix this with certain things. I like to take this and the Bhringraj together, and as kind of like a in the morning, kind of after like breakfast or lunch supplement, And then you got these kind of things. It's the same thing. This one, Rehmannia. It's the same thing, but it's a Chinese herb. But I got a blend here, and this blend has like all the stuff for it. It even has saw palmetto berry extract, and that's like, if you look it up, that's supposed to be great for hair loss too, And dong quai root, Chinese herb. It's got ginseng. So this is just like a vitality type of thing for your jing, your vitality, and your energy. And I also take one last thing. Sometimes I take like a hair formula. I got like this hair formula here, and this has like the main stuff. It's got the what is it? Nettle root in it, and that's supposedly real good. It's like 40% beta stitorolsol or whatever. That's supposedly really good for your hair and stuff like that. Stinging nettle extract. What else we got? We got bamboo extract. That's silica, and that's supposedly like in your hair cord. So in one of these mixes, you don't want to get carried away with too much stuff right there. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things right here that I showed you. But I do have one more, and it's a secret all healing herb that cures all diseases except death. Now, but that's actually a quote from Muhammad from the Quran about black seed. And black seed, it's anti-inflammatory. So I take a lot of black seed, and also I eat on an empty stomach, usually organic sesame seeds, black organic sesame seeds. So I take this kind of like in a combination, just because I have kind of like dark hair, so it gives it that, melanin that, Also, I have this, the black seed, which is, that's a good herb. Alright. Oh, yeah, also, you want to get a good healthy gut, too. So having good enzymes and, probiotics, that could also affect hair loss, too. So have some good, have yogurt or something. If you don't want yogurt, take, I forget what it's called, acidophilus or something, just, probiotics, supplements. Alright, so now, yeah, I'll show you a technique, secret technique that you could use to, it will help stop hair loss. It will. Who knows? It might even cure for some people. It depends on how devoted on doing this technique you are, and and how tight your scalp is, because what the technique is to allow blood flow into your scalp, and it's not a massage. You don't even have, you see all that massage stuff, but it's not a massage. It's deeper than that. There's something about it, but I'll teach it to you anyways. So just to hopefully, some people can have some results with it, and they could help stop their hair loss, especially if it comes with the itch and the irritation, which is awful, and that's the DHT and the stuff clogging your blood in your veins, and it doesn't allow for proper blood flow, and it causes irritation and inflammation, and you get itch. So yeah, so the technique, as you can see some hair loss right here. That's where I get a lot of the itch, like right here. It's just, the receding type of hairline. Kind of have it right here too. I get the itch. But yeah, the technique literally is, whenever you see hair loss, you always see it, on the sides, and all this is gone here in the top. Well, on the sides, we get it because our everyday action right now, I'm chewing, opening my mouth. You see my muscles working here? Where my fingers are? I'm opening and shutting my mouth. See how the muscles are working? Well, we don't have no muscles doing that on the top of our head unless we raise our eyebrows. Notice how my muscles are moving the top of my head. People with full thick of hair, they could do this without even, trying. Like, that just comes naturally. Oh, it's an expression. Like, oh, So raising your eyebrows, and you can feel it. It'll go all the way even back to the crown. You can even see them hairs moving. My crown's even moving. The muscles in the back of my head are moving. And, I could even, if I put my hair in a ponytail, I can make it go up and down, Move it, wag the tail. But as you can see there, got some good. It's irritation, and it's going on both sides there, and that's a common spot even for male pattern baldness. It starts like there, comes out. You get that spot right here, which has to do with breath, because that's a certain hole that allows the chi to come in from the top of your head. See, and I explain these things that most people won't hear, and I have crazy videos, usually why I don't show my face. Alright, so yeah, I showed you a secret technique of hair loss. I showed you some some herbs and supplements, especially some that help your vitality. Um, but yeah, I'm still gonna make some more videos about hair loss, and definitely find more of a better all-out cure that you know that I'll find, because it's there, and the answers are there. You just gotta find it. But all right, that's it.